Alright guys, today we're going to be talking about which hyper, B&M hyper, is my favorite out of the three I have ridden. And those are Behemoth, Nitro, and Candymonium. Most recently Candymonium. So today I'll be sharing with you and ranking which ones are my favorite and which is my least favorite. Alright, the first thing we're going to be talking about with these three hypers is their first drop. And I've got to give this to Nitros, and Behemoth's a close second. Really not much difference. I just feel like, I don't know, for something about Nitro with those 4 cross trains, just for some reason delivers better airtime for me than the 2 cross trains that Behemoth has. And Candymonium's, in my opinion, the worst of these drops. Not that's bad, it's the shortest of the drops. You're not feeling it quite as much. So, the best drop on these is definitely on Nitro. Now, that first hill, I've got to say, Candymonium's first hill is really good. That's probably my favorite. Behemoth's is cool as well. And Nitro is, again, same thing as the drop with Behemoth. But it also has that turn coming into those hills, so that gives it some bonus points for me. Now those turnarounds, basically they're all the same. Nothing really too different with them. Candymoniums and Behemoths are turning around to the left, or going in the left. They're both making a 180, and Nitros is going to the right. So, pretty much no difference in those. I have no preference. Now, a big deal is coming up, and that's the second hill. In Candymonium, there is a trim. It's not too noticeable, but it's there and it slows down a little bit. But I didn't find it too noticeable, so it doesn't lose that many points. Behemoth, its next hill is pretty cool as well. And Nitro's, I think, does it the best. And for that next hill, I gotta say Candymonium definitely brings it. With that speed hill, you're just flying over that really fast. That's almost ejector right there. And Nitro's is fine too. And something worth noting is Behemoth has an extra hill, so 3 hills on that return trip. And then on Behemoth, you're going to hit a mid-course brake run. And on Nitro and Candymonium, you're going to head right into the next elements. And these next 2 elements on Nitro and Candymonium are both fantastic parts of the ride. For Candymonium, it is the best part of the ride. You'll come up, do a turnaround, and that's going to set you up to go over to the fountain. But diving off of that is this twisted drop off in the back row. You're getting flung out of your seat, twisting sideways airtime. I never thought before this element that sideways airtime's anything that great, but this element got me really excited for other moments of sideways airtime in the future. And Nitro, I personally think is phenomenal as well. It's that helix, that upward helix into the mid-course. Really intense moment. Easily the most intense moment on a B&M for positive G's. Made me gray out. That thing, so intense. And yeah, that's your mid-course brake run, I guess. So then Behemoth will go into a bit of a weird twister section, and it's going to pop up into a little airtime hill, and then I'll pop into the brakes. So, fun little ending. But Candymonium, like I said, that drop-off, then after that, you're going to hit a hill, and you're going to feel a significant trim. That trim's hit so hard. And wow, if Intimidator at Carowinds is like that the whole ride, then yeah, that's not good. But this thing, I don't like that hill. Doesn't deliver much if you're in the back row just because of that trim in the front. You still feel a little air, but then that turn around the fountain looks really cool. As a rider, it doesn't feel that cool. I know it's cool looking at the fountain and the guests, but it's just a turn, and then it's a pop of air, and then another pop into the brakes. And something worth noting, after those brakes, those are kind of like the mid courses, but not really, cause after that it's just like a tiny dip and like a turn into the brakes. So really, that counts as the brakes. But that dip and turns were actually kind of surprising. But Nitro's is easily the best ending. I mean, 3 airtime hills and then that pop into the brakes. All those airtime hills, so good. Might be the best part of the ride. Even better than that drop, even better than that helix. All those airtime hills. Such a great way to end the ride. Um, yeah, and I definitely think Nitro has the best ending. So overall, which are my favorites? Behemoth's definitely my least favorite. I don't know. It just feels like it delivers the weakest airtime. Which is what these B&M hypers are all about. So it's my least favorite. Still a good ride though. And I've debated on this for a while. And I've got to say number 2, Candymonium. And my favorite B&M hyper is still Nitro. In my rankings, they're one after the other, which means 6 is Nitro and 7's Candymonium. These things, both insane airtime, kind of really different layouts. Nitro has more of an old school layout, but Candymonium tries to do some new things. Personally, I just feel like Nitro's just a tiny bit better with its old school layout, and especially that intense helix. But that's just my opinions. Let me know what you guys think about these 3 rides. Um, I'm trying to get to more B&M hypers. Hopefully we can get to rides like Diamondback, Intimidator, and Goliath at Over Georgia at some point next year, hopefully, fingers crossed. But yeah, guys, we'll see you guys next time.